It's Kary Brown from Techpedition. I have a little special project today that I'm gonna kind of try to videotape somewhat. I have an issue. So right now, I have a Hyper T2 cooler on my rig, and I mean it's not a bad cooler, but I mean looks like I'm idling about 34 degrees Celsius, somewhere around there, 40-ish. And here's the problem though. I'm gonna open up Prime 95 real quick and show you what this bad boy looks like on load. It is not good. So here we go. Got it going. Look at our temps right here, and I'll open the task manager as well. As you can see, my CPU's at 100% load. And I don't know if you noticed that audible jump in the fan, but that fan's freaking loud. It's not a good fan. And as you can see, my temperatures are going up. Right now they're at 72. I mean, which isn't horrible. They could be better. Looks like they're going to get up to the 80s. Or at least they did the last time I tried this. So basically what I want to do is, I mean, that's really not bad at all though. But we can do better. So therefore, what I'm going to do is, I made a purchase recently. It's this. It's a Noctua NH-U12S 120 millimeter tower cooler. And the cool thing about this cooler is it has 100% RAM compatibility. It's compatible with a lot of ITX motherboards. One of the other problems with this cooler, I don't know if you can see it, is I have heat sinks on my RAM. I don't know if you can see that, but they're so high that this cooler is actually interfering. So I actually had to slide the cooler up slightly. As you can see, the fan isn't flush with my actual heat sink. You can kind of see it there. But what I want to do is I want to make sure that the heat sink is fitted properly, and I also want to make sure that we get that temperature down. Yeah, see, it's 70. I mean, 70 isn't horrible, but this fan is freaking loud, and you know, this Noctua cooler is a premium cooler. It costs about 50 bucks, and I say 50. I think it was like 60. I think it was like 59. Let's ask Amazon real quick. Pretty sure it was 59. Amazon. Let's look at my Amazon account and see how much it costs. I'm not going to put this on screen for obvious reasons. So yeah, it was about 65 bucks. 57.99. That's how much it was. So what we're gonna do is, yeah. So we're gonna try to get those temps down. And the other thing is, like, I can't really overclock this processor because of the fan. So that's the other thing we're gonna do. First thing we're gonna do is swap the fans out. But I guess we can do an unboxing. Why not? Yeah, see, those temperatures are getting kind of high now. They're up to 75. I've seen them get as high as the high 80s, and we definitely don't want. I think the thermal limit of this CPU is like 100 degrees Celsius, and we definitely do not want it to get that high. So let's see what's inside, shall we? Okay, so as we open this up, Noctua has really good packaging. So in this box we have the mounting system and the, what is this? Secondary fan clips, low noise adapter, which we won't be using, little screwdriver, thermal compound, anti-vibration pads for a second fan, and let's see. Now here's the actual fan. So you can see, like, Noctua fans are known for their high quality, but they're also known for this ugly beige and red color scheme that their fans are pretty ugly. But one thing, it's, you know, when you see a Noctua fan, you know it's a Noctua fan. because of the color scheme, but you also know that it's high quality. So, I mean, their fans are ugly sin, but I kind of like it. And also, the other cool thing is they're easily identifiable. So, you know, the marketing department. Okay, I'm going to pause this while I wrestle with this box. Okay, so we've got it out of the box, and you can see very distinctive color scheme on the fan. And the one thing you also might notice is how large this thing is. Like, this is a high quality cooler. It's got some heft to it. One thing you also might notice is their contact pad isn't like super shiny, because they you know, the shininess doesn't actually mean that it transfers heat the best. And we have the 6 heat pipes here, or is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heat pipes. Okay, the T14 has the 6. This one only has 5, which is fine. I mean, it's more than enough. So what I'm going to do right now is we'll take another look at these temps on Prime 95, since they've been running for a while. And as you can see, we're up to the 70s, mid to low 70s, and CPU's at 100% load. So I'm going to close all this, and we're going to swap this fan out, and I'll see you guys in a minute. As you can see, the Noctua fan is installed, and you may also be able to see this, but it's flush. The fan is flush, like it should be, and it's not messing with my heatsink RAM, which is nice. Okay, so we're gonna fire this bad boy up, see what we get. Now the Noctua cooler is installed in the machine, and what we're gonna do right now is we're going to take a look first. We took a little small look before I had the computer fired on, but as you can see, this cooler's a lot bigger than the other one too. That's a 120 millimeter fan. I think the fan on the other cooler was a 92 millimeter fan. So it's a much bigger fan, and it, you know, it's flush with the heat sink, and it doesn't encroach upon the memory, which is a good thing. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna look at our temps, just our straight idle temps. Okay, so let's see here. I'm using real temp for this, and as you can see, temps are slightly lower at idle. I mean, we're not talking about a revolutionary difference. So I mean, I think they're around 34 to 40 degrees Celsius. Now they're down 28, which is wonderful. And so now we're gonna crank up the heat. I'm gonna launch Prime 95. Get some CPU tests running here. I will open Task Manager once again. So our CPU is at 100%. And I don't know if you realize it yet, but before we even look at the temps, do you hear the difference? I might cut in a little clip of it playing with the with the old cooler. I have heat sinks on my RAM. I don't know if you can see that, but I can't hear this fan at all. It's completely silent. I can't hear it. So like, that's wonderful. Okay, we're at 100% CPU, and the Prime 95 is cranking, and our temps are at 56. So that's basically, I mean, give or take, that's about 20 degrees cooler at load than the other cooler. And basically what that's going to do is that's going to give us some overclocking headroom. And in the third part of this video, I'm going to see if I can push this up over 4 gigahertz. That would be awesome. I want to try to see if we can get it to like 4.4. But yeah, I mean, already huge improvement. I think the max is 60 degrees Celsius. It's not going any higher than that, really. So I mean, that's pretty that's a pretty good improvement, especially again considering the fan is completely silent. So, and it's a lower temperature, which is awesome. So I think the third part of this, we're going to take a look at maybe overclocking this, and maybe I'll walk through my BIOS and just show you some stuff on how we would do that. Until next time. This is the last video. My wife's asleep behind me, so I'm going to try to be as quiet as I can. Basically, I was able to take with this new cooler, I was able to take my 6600K base clock is 3.5 gigahertz. I now have it overclocked to 4.5 gigahertz. And as you can see, the temperatures are pretty darn good. This is just, these temps are just idle. I'm about to kick on Prime 95 so we can see what it looks like under load. But I think it's going to be stable. I'm looking at the voltage spikes and I have a voltage set at 1.3 volts. So as long as it doesn't spike above that, we should be okay. As you can see, the temps are still pretty good. And you still can hear the fan. It's kind of stormy outside, so you can kind of hear that. But I mean, all in all, I think this is pretty darn good. I'm very, very happy with the results. And yeah, so this is another win for me. Stay tuned. Hopefully I'll post some more videos like this in the near future. But I mean, check these temps out. Let's look at the CPU load. So we're at 100% CPU, basically, and our temps. The max temp has been 55 degrees, and what I've noticed is the longer this fan runs, the better those temps are going to get, because the cooler's, settling in with the new thermal paste to the CPU, so those temps are only going to get better. But yeah, I'd say those definitely win. Highly recommend the Noctua fans, because I seriously cannot hear this fan at all. And it's kind of ugly, but it's called branding right there. Okay, so I'm gonna head out. Again, stay tuned for more videos, and we'll see you soon.